Chelsea's £35 million bid has been rejected by Premier League rivals Manchester City for Cole Palmer, according to The Guardian's Jacob Steinberg. The Blues, who have added 10 new players to their squad this summer, are looking to bring in another striker before the transfer window closes on Friday, September 1st. They are thought to be interested in several players after Michael Ollis turned them down to signing new contracts at Crystal Palace. Manchester City striker Palmer is the latest player to be linked with a move to Stamford Bridge. The Daily Telegraph recently reported that new Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino has agreed a move for the England U21 international. The Blues wasted no time in increasing their interest in Palmer, as they made a bid of £35 million for the youngster. However, this proposal was flatly rejected by the defending Premier League champions. It remains to be seen whether the London-based club comes back with a better offer for Palmer. Meanwhile, Pep Guardiola's side still have to make a decision regarding the forward's future, with the player looking to get regular game time. The Chelsea target has appeared in 3 matches in all competitions for City this season. He was on the score sheet in the Community Shield defeat against Arsenal and the UEFA Super Cup victory against Sevilla. He also logged 10 minutes of playing time in their 3-0 league win over Burnley. Chelsea have opened talks with Brighton regarding the transfer of Conor Gallagher. Brighton are in talks with Conor Gallagher's representatives regarding a possible Chelsea deal. Roberto De Zerbi is a big fan of Gallagher, given the relentless pressing and running the 23-year-old offers on the pitch, and the club are currently in dialogue with a player's agent. At this point, Gallagher's future at Stamford Bridge remains uncertain. The Blues have recently brought in Moises Caicedo and Romelu Lukaku, so playing time for the former Crystal Palace loanee may be limited. Tottenham and West Ham have been linked with a move for Gallagher earlier this transfer window, but nothing has gone further than initial discussions. Gallagher is looking for game time ahead of next summer's European Championships and has been exploring possible new ventures. Bayern Munich are also said to be keen on Gallagher, as well as Trevoh Chalobah, another player from the youth team, with Thomas Tuchel keen to bring several former Chelsea players to Germany. Despite the interest, Mauricio Pochettino has openly expressed how happy he is with Gallagher's progress under his leadership and believes he has a big role to play in the team's future. Football Transfer's expected transfer value algorithm rates Gallagher's value at around €33.1 million, while he is contracted to Chelsea until June 2025. Journalists think Chelsea could try to hit Spurs' £50 million target now. Brennan Johnson is reportedly Tottenham's main attacking target. The Welsh forward is considered a highly desirable player by Ange Postecoglou, and according to several reports, Spurs are closer to finalizing a deal. However, until the contract is signed, there could still be some twists and turns in this saga, and according to Graham Bailey, speaking on the Talking Transfers podcast, there's a good chance Chelsea will come in and snatch Johnson from Tottenham. It's true, Bailey says that, from what he knows, Johnson is qualified when it comes to what the Blues are looking for, and he wouldn't be the least bit surprised if the West London club came in for the Nottingham Forest star. Bailey talks about Johnson's situation. He said, "The value of £50 million, that's true. He started the season well. Are we surprised that Chelsea haven't arrived yet? He's one of those players who wouldn't surprise us if Chelsea came. Players we say Pochettino wants, almost encapsulating who Brennan Johnson is. Wouldn't surprise me if they came, but it's our understanding he would prefer a move to Tottenham. This has a great chance of happening, and the Spurs are progressing in this regard. It will be a trademark of Chelsea if they hijack this Johnson deal at the last minute. If we've known anything about Todd Boehly over the past 12 months, it's that he loves piracy, whether it be Romelu Lukaku, Moises Caicedo, or Mykhailo Mudryk. Nottingham Forest are in advanced talks to sign the Champions League winner. Nottingham Forest are now closer to signing Chelsea star Callum HudsonOdoi. The young winger will sign a deal at the City Ground, and he will reunite with Steve Cooper, who coached him previously. According to Fabrizio Romano, the Reds are now almost finalizing an agreement to sign the 22-year-old player. The player would represent the business it deserves for the Reds and prepare the club for the eventuality of losing Brennan Johnson. Negotiations between Forest and Chelsea are now in their final stages, with Romano believing the shifty winger will be announced as a Forest player soon. This is one of the highlights for the Reds to get over the line. He's been lost at Chelsea for the past few years, however. When he first emerged, he was a talent linked with Bayern Munich, who had a huge bid lined up at one point. In total, HudsonOdoi has made 126 appearances for the Blues. During his spell at the team, he scored 16 goals and provided 22 assists, and Frank Lampard called him unbelievable in July 2019 when he was still in charge of the club. Chelsea could sign Ivan Toney before the transfer window closes despite a ban until January. Chelsea could reach an agreement to sign Ivan Toney before the transfer window ends. Premier League clubs have until 11 p.m. on Friday to wrap up their summer business. Toney is currently serving an 8-month ban for breaking FA betting rules. The Brentford striker is not expected to return to action until January 17th as he is serving time out. However, Chelsea could still complete his signing this week, according to The Independent. Mauricio Pochettino is known to want an attacker who can play an attack, with Toney seen as fitting this profile. The report adds that they increasingly feel that a deal can be done before the deadline, despite Brentford's £80 million asking price. Toney has scored 32 goals in 66 Premier League appearances for the Bees since their promotion in 2021. AS Roma fans break a record by tracking Romelu Lukaku's flight. A large number of people are tracking Romelu Lukaku's flight to Rome amid his proposed transfer to AS Roma from Chelsea. Lukaku is close to completing his move away from Stamford Bridge, having been linked with the likes of Juventus, Inter Milan and Tottenham this summer. And Roma fans are apparently very excited about the arrival of the Belgium international. According to Cronache di Spogliatoio, there were 47,000 people tracking Lukaku's flight to Rome. It is the most tracked flight on aviation radar. He landed in Rome on Tuesday when Roma supporters greeted him at the airport in wild excitement. He will once again play under Mourinho, having played together at Chelsea and Manchester United. Chelsea rushed the signing of the striker at the last moment after an exit was agreed. Chelsea are seeking to sign a striker before Friday night's transfer deadline. The Blues are looking for a striker to replace the departed Romelu Lukaku. The completion of the Belgium international's exit has paved the way for the London outfit to complete another signing in another window of incredible activity. It is believed that Chelsea want another striker and hope to reach a deal by the 11 p.m. deadline on Friday. Mauricio Pochettino's side have recruited no less than 10 players so far this summer. Striker Nicholas Jackson has arrived permanently. Christopher Nkunku, who plays as a second striker, also joined the Blues from RB Leipzig. Armando Broja is also waiting for his chance with Pochettino keen to give him game time after being sidelined with a ligament injury. Chelsea's top scorer in 2022-23 is the departure of Kai Havertz, who has managed just 9 goals in 47 games in all competitions. Diego Costa is the last Blues player to score 20 league goals in a single season, achieving the feat in 2014-15.